Hi all, welcome to my channel where everything revolves around being filmy. I'm a huge Bollywood buff since I was a little child. But recently I see myself drawn to a lot of Tollywood films from the Telugu industry and Kollywood films, which means from the Tamil industry. So I thought let me begin my journey of giving reviews on shows and films through a Tamil film. So this is dedicated to all the Tamil speakers out there. Another reason that I feel like doing this first review in Tamil language is because, okay, I'm from Uttar Pradesh, so I'm a North Indian. And I see that as Indians, we are more often than not drawn towards films from Hollywood, English speaking, or they're drawn to films which are Spanish or Italian, whereas in our country itself, because of the diversity we have so many industries. Every language has its own industry. So I thought let's explore that. Usually I watch South Indian language films in their own original language and I tend to read the subtitles. But I thought for my first review, let me watch it in Hindi so that I can completely focus on the film. Because you know, right, when the subtitles are playing below you, your eyes will go there only. So let's get started. The movie that I'm going to review today is Jaga Mein Tandiram on Netflix. And it stars, obviously, superstar Dhanush. It stars Joju George. It stars British actor James Coster and Aishwarya Lakshmi, and it's directed by Kartik Subbaraj. Fortunately, I saw Kartik Subbaraj's first film a few days prior. I saw Peta. I know Peta is an old film, but I happened to see it, and of course it stars Thalaiva, Rajnikant. So I had an idea what I can expect from Jaga Mein Tandiram. It's going to be one of those typical action flick films with obviously like a hidden message out there, but a lot of masala is what I was expecting. In terms of story, we see Dhanush playing the role of Surili, a local Tamil gangster who's called to Britain, to the United Kingdom, to sort issues between the white supremacist leader and an immigrants leader. And he's actually on the side of the Britishers, trying to eradicate whatever they want to do and just working for money recklessly. Eventually, how the fate turns for him or what he starts imagining, what he starts believing in, and how that changes is what the story revolves around. So it's a typical masala entertainer, showing a nice masala hero donning sunglasses, fighting crime, fighting 10 guys at once for all it takes. To be honest, जब हमने जगा में तांडीराम का ट्रेलर देखा था तो मुझे लगा था काफ़ी एक सीरियस सी फिल्म हमें देखने मिलेगी and it's not going to be as much of masala, but again we can expect that from the director. Also, important issues are being addressed in the film, the issue of Sri Lankan Tamil refugees, so that is a plus point. But overall I feel like story as such कुछ खास नहीं थी, कुछ different नहीं थी. Apparently this film is sort of disappointing a lot of fans out there, and I've been reading comments, I've been reading a lot of reviews, so I felt like yes, and I can understand why. See, I am a big advocate of masala films, just to tell you. So all the classy film watchers out there, I'm sorry, maybe this is not for you. So I am crazy about masala films, लेकिन फिर भी उसके बावजूद मुझे पता है कि good masala films क्या होती हैं और classy masala films क्या होती हैं, तो मुझे उसका फ़र्क पता है. तो मेरी उम्मीदें काफ़ी जगी हुई थी जगा में तांडीराम से, क्योंकि धनुष as an actor, I have heard amazing things about him. And like I said, I'm a Bollywood buff. However, I have not watched neither Ranjana nor Shamitabh, the two Hindi films that Dhanush has appeared in. But I genuinely want to watch an upcoming Bollywood film of his. So, having said that, and I know मुझे Karnan देखनी चाहिए थी और मैंने नहीं देखी, I'm so sorry for that. So I was seeing Dhanush for the first time in a full-fledged role. So I didn't have a lot of impressions about him, only that he's a very, very good actor and he wins a lot of national awards. तो मैं जिस इंप्रेशन से देख रही थी वो ये है कि मज़ेदार होगा, एक्शन होगा, मसाला होगा तो मज़ा आएगी. लेकिन उस हिसाब से मुझे ऐसे कोई नई कहानी देखने नहीं मिली. दैट वाज वन डिसअपॉइंटिंग थिंग. एंड काफ़ी ओवर द टॉप सीन्स थे जो शायद धनुष के जो फैंस हैं या पीपल हु आर यूज्ड टू वाचिंग धनुष फिल्म्स आर यूज्ड टू इट. सो आई डोंट हैव एनीथिंग टू से टू दैट. और मुझे लगता है जो उनका रोल था, जो उनसे कहा गया था करने के लिए, वो उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से निभाया. ही लिव्ड अप टू द रोल ऑफ व्हाट ही वाज सपोज्ड टू डू टू द फुलेस्ट. सो I think kudos to him for that aspect. Speaking of Aishwarya Lakshmi, now this is something I have been noticing in a lot of cinema, like regardless of the language it is in, women are often playing ornamental roles or just accessory roles in the film. So in that aspect, Aishwarya Lakshmi का जितना रोल था मैडम ने अच्छे से निभाया. So no complaints there. और इस फिल्म में रोल बड़ा सिंपल सा था. Suruli falls head over heels in love with Atila, who Aishwarya Lakshmi जो character play कर रही हैं, and he's falling head over heels with her just by looking at her, and obviously she has to reciprocate the love. You know how it goes in masala films. The drill is very clear. फिर आते हैं जो एंटागनिस्ट है फिल्म में, जेम्स कॉस्टो. ही प्लेड अ गुड रोल जो उनसे एक्सपेक्ट किया गया था. ही वाज सपोज्ड टू बी दिस कॉकी वाइट मेल who obviously wants no immigrants in his land. So again, ठीक है, he played the role fine. Joju George had a small role in comparison to everybody, but he had a very impactful role. I think his style, his demeanor, the way he conducts himself was pretty decent. Now coming to the issues of the film, I felt like the film was way too long. And as far as I mentioned about the films that I've been seeing Tamil cinema हो या Telugu cinema हो, I have noticed that the films are like at least minimum 2.5 hours, and mostly they tend to go ahead. But then the other film that I watched recently was, for example, Master. Now, Master did not feel like a 2.5 hour film because the story was helmed in such a way. So in that way, I think Jaga Mein Tandiram kind of fails because वो काफी मुझे lengthy लगी. So like I kept looking at the timer कि कितनी और बची है. In terms of action, I think it was quite a typical action which we are so used to, where one hero will kill 100 men and 100 men can keep firing bullets at the hero and उसको एक खरोच भी नहीं आएगी. So I think we're used to seeing our heroes as superheroes in any industry whatsoever in India. जो फिल्म की सिनेमेटोग्राफी थी वो काफ़ी वेस्टर्न इन्फ्लुएंस थी, एंड एज फार एज व्हाट आई हैव रेड अबाउट कार्तिक सुब्बराज, ही इज़ क्वाइट इंस्पायर्ड बाय द वेस्टर्न सिनेमा इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्शन एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ द मूड ऑफ द फिल्म. आई थिंक जगह में तंडीरंग अगर आप देखें तो उसके जो मूड है फिल्म का वो काफ़ी विंटेज सेपिया टाइप्स का दिया गया है. सेपिया, यू रिमेंबर द इफेक्ट, आई कॉल दैट येलोइश टोन्स एंड लिटिल डार्क एज वेल. भले ही आजकल बहुत सारी फिल्में अब ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे आ चुकी हैं, तो वो जो थिएटर में हमें मज़ा आता था गाने गा के और गानों को एंजॉय करके, वो इतना ज़्यादा नहीं आता है. लेकिन मेरे लिए आज भी सॉन्ग्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन अ फिल्म. सो इन दिस फिल्म द मूवी स्टार्ट्स ऑफ विद इनिशियली एक सॉन्ग आता है रकेटा रकेटा, विच आई रियली एंजॉयड बिकॉज इट इज़ अ वेरी टिपिकल लोकल तमिल क्राउड डांस, एंड वी सी धनुष प्लेइंग द रोल सो वेल एंड डांसिंग लाइक देयर इज नो टुमारो, एंड दैट्स हिज स्पेशलिटी. एंड प्लस ही इज अ सिंगर, सो रकेटा रकेटा हैज बीन संग बाय हिम, द म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर संतोष नारायणन, एज वेल एज डी. एक और गाना जो मेरे हिसाब से बहुत नोटवर्दी था वॉज नान दान दा मास, which is sung by Ofro and Aviru. And Aviru is a rapper in the Tamil industry. That was the first time I came across his work, and I was extremely excited to watch it also because I felt like it's a very badass tune, a very badass song. So if anybody feels like that, you can always imagine it in the background for yourself. So I think I quite liked that song. And these were the only two songs that stayed in my memory and that I could keep humming later, or I would even remember it. ओवरऑल मुझे लगा कि फिल्म इतनी ज़्यादा एक्स्ट्रॉर्डिनरी नहीं थी, एंड आई थिंक इट डिडंट मैच अप टू द एक्सपेक्टेशंस ऑफ एनीबडी हु सॉ द ट्रेलर रिगार्डलेस ऑफ द लैंग्वेज दे स्पीक. सो आई फील लाइक इट वाज काइंड ऑफ डिसअपॉइंटिंग देयर. अनदर थिंग इज, सी वी आर इन 2021. इफ टुडे वी स्टिल सी विलन्स एंड हीरोज laughing at each other uncontrollably, वो villain वाली laugh नहीं होती थी. So I think if you still have those things today, it sort of tones down the whole seriousness of the film, only because यार ये 80s और 90s में चलता था in every industry. Even if the film was set in 2012, I think even then ऐसे type के unnecessary laughters just kind of, it's cringy. So in terms of action, I think action was one of the plus points of the film, but again कुछ extraordinary नहीं था, बिल्कुल simple से fighting styles थे जो हम पहले हर फिल्म में देख चुके हैं. And in terms of story, मुझे लगता है काफ़ी deep story ये हो सकती थी, काफ़ी इसको refine करके दिखाया जा सकता था. But again, if the aim of the film was to be just a masala movie with probably a little important issue thrown out there just for entertainment or just for knowledge purposes, then I think that's what they did. So in general, this was not a film that would make you take away anything memorable, any memorable moment or song or character from this film. So again, I think that's what everybody even thinks, and I was quite disappointed because I heard so much about everything to do with this film. Anyway, that's all for me. Let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. फिलहाल हम चलते हैं.